internet people. Overwatch 2. If you've seen my video, chances you've seen other people's videos. I literally have less than 150 subscribers. Please help. But you already know what I'm going to talk about. I want to give the perspective of someone who didn't like Overwatch that much, but still enjoyed it, hated it, and I didn't like Overwatch 2 when it launched. I am very much an outsider to this community, and I wanted to give my unique perspective and talk about some things that aren't being talked about in regards to this whole cancellation of the PvE. So there's a lot of talk, and I've only seen one video ever mention this, and it's because it wasn't immediately available, and only one YouTuber had access to the information because it was exclusive to his channel, and I happened to watch him, and that is Sir Swag's video about how the cancellation of Overwatch 2's PvE was a top-down decision from like higher up. I will try to link that video, but just look up Sir Swag Overwatch 2. Like, either should be able to find it fairly easily. Hopefully, it's gotten more traction, and YouTube didn't bury it in its algorithm. But yeah, so essentially, he anonymously interviewed a developer in Overwatch 2, and that developer went on to say it's 1,000% upper management's fault. They took people off the team. They put deadlines. They did basically every horrendous thing. Like I said, watch the video if you want the full word-for-word info. They did every terrible thing they could to the PvE, and then they just canceled it. And the internet is now in outrage. I am outraged. And you might be thinking, my last video I did was 5 months ago on Overwatch 2, and it was just to say goodbye to Overwatch 2. That video still kind of rings true. It's not like they fixed any of my problems since then, although honestly I'd be lying if I said I would know if anything got fixed that I had problems with, because I don't pay enough attention to it. But I have friends who want to play me to play this game with them. I want to play this game with them. The only thing that's been holding me back is I don't find the gameplay fun. I don't like, I've said this in my last video, but not as concise. I don't like being pigeonholed. I think my big problem comes down to in Apex I can pick which weapons. I can be a sniper whenever I want. I don't have to play some low health squishy person, and I can still have a assault rifle, a machine gun, a pistol in my back pocket. Every time I play Apex with whatever legend I want to use, I can choose how I want to play that legend to a certain degree based on what weapons I take into a fight. Even though, sometimes you don't always get a good choice, but, most of the times I'm making conscious decisions on those weapon picks. And that drives me hard away from this game. And I was really looking forward to the PvE. I was really looking forward to the PvE to me for this game was that draw. It was going to get me into this game. And then, of course, I would play the PvP, and maybe I would buy the Battle Pass. Probably not, though. But this PvE, I've heard it in a few videos I've watched. People were kind of, who weren't interested in Overwatch 2, like myself, were interested in this PvE. I mean, it looked great from what I saw. I mean, I might not be the biggest Overwatch fan, but I watched some stuff. I spent a lot of time on YouTube. Maybe more than I should, especially when I should be sleeping. But, I wanted this PvE experience. I wanted to play games with my friends, and just have fun with this. It was, and I told my friends, I literally told them, when PvE comes, I'll re-download the game. And technically speaking, I lied because I re-downloaded the game just for essentially for this, to have Overwatch 2 in it. But yeah, so that's that. The whole point of this game was for the PvE. And I just want to say, just in case you haven't heard it enough, I instantly regret doing this. The PvE that they said they're bringing you know, the events and stuff, it's just the same old stuff. You aren't getting anything new. This isn't gonna, like I played Overwatch 1, not a lot. Admittedly, I have maybe 50 hours in Overwatch 1, but still, that's still a decent amount of time on a game. You know, there was a period of time where I was playing it with some old CS:GO fans, or people I met in CS:GO, and maybe a little bit with my brother and my buddy Nick, and I would play for a bit, and I would have some genuine fun with the game. But then I moved on to other things, and then Overwatch 2 came out, and I was like, you know, I had fun, I'll try it, and I was just like, no, this is a terrible gaming experience. I cannot stress enough how much, like, you need to have, like, even if the game is fun, actively players should be working towards something. You work towards nothing in this game. The battle passes are never enough for a reward system. That's why Apex Legends added the weapon mastery system and made higher player levels, because it's that small drip of Apex packs. It's fun opening up packs. You know, like, I had fun opening up packs in Overwatch. There's a reason why selling loot boxes is so lucrative. It's fun to open up packs, but I think it's even better when you work for those packs. I think the payoff is a lot more. It's not, oh, I just wasted my money. It's, oh, what am I gonna get for this pack? You know. Anyways, the point of this is PvE. That's why this was released. That was what we were promised. We're not getting that. Don't believe the crap that the Aaron, whatever his name is, and about having other experiences. It's not gonna happen. It just isn't. That isn't a thing. They might do some unique PvE experiences and some unique modes. I believe they have. I don't know why I can't get access to experimental. Maybe because it's coming. But yeah, like what did you get? You lost your loot boxes, and you got is this a $20 for a skin, a voice line, and a thing? Like, there's no way to earn anything in this game. Like, I've said this enough already. So, Overwatch fans, I'm sorry. My friends, I'm sorry that your game is being treated this way. I know you guys I have friends who put probably 100 hours in this game. Probably Nick probably has way more than that. I'm sorry that this just all comes back to, I think I said it in my my video on Redfall, but games need time. They need love. Look, I've been playing the hell out of Tears of the Kingdom. I cannot put it down. I'm basically forcing myself to put it down just so I don't get burned out on it. I started playing last night. I started playing Mass Effect, because I was just like, you know, my friend Nick had been telling me I should play Mass Effect. It's a good game series outside of Andromeda, although I might be just making up that last bit. I don't know what his feeling. I can't remember his feelings on Andromeda, but it might be a good game. And I've heard from other people, you know, that's a good game too. So I wanted to try it out because it was on my wish list of games to play, and it's all right. Still too early to determine. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom came out not too long ago. I already have 120 hours on this game. I was going on my Switch to look. I have 120 hours on that game. And I really wish I could give you guys that Switch content, but I just don't have a capture card or a PC setup. I have a shitty laptop on a crate in my room. I could set up my table somewhere and set it up more properly, but it's a shitty laptop. I just need to finish building my PC. And then I also but that all comes after I get my car. So, yeah. Is this a hero I can actually just buy? What? Wait, wait. There was a legend named Ramatra. How do I get her? Do I seriously have to buy her? No, 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 no. Don't tell me it's actually that bad. I mean, I heard about it, but I figured like you'd get for free after this season. Because this is the hero this season. No. Guys, how is this acceptable? Apex Legends, you play the game, you get the earn rate's a little slow, yes, and once you've been playing for thousands of hours, like I have, it's a new Legend release isn't like, oh, do I spend the Apex things, because you already have it. But how is this fucking acceptable? Like, why do you know, people say, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy the Battle Pass, but, look at this. They'd be like, oh, you can get it early. Like, I have never seen a more predatory system. Like, was it really worth the trust of your fans to do this? Like, who's ever gonna trust an Activision Blizzard product? Again, this is gonna stick around for at least 10 years, if not longer. I think, especially since all the other kerfuffles we've had in the gaming community as a whole, I get notifications of the Tencent game, Pokemon Unite. I used to love that game, and they ran that shit into the ground too, with greedy stuff, and just unbalanced Pokemon and stuff like that. You gotta give your games love and care. Tears of the Kingdom had it 1 year just for polish. 1 fucking year for polish. Take that in. Take that in. If you hadn't heard that fact, take it in. Think about it. When is the last time you've heard of a game getting 1 year of polish? Imagine if they had just let Overwatch 1 sit as Overwatch 1 for years on end while they figure their fucking shit out, and then Overwatch 2 release. People would have been like, oh, it's been like 7 years, but hey, we got everything they promised, and people would love it, and there would be a surge of Overwatch popular, stuff. And they could have just made like a small team to do like small updates, just to keep things somewhat interesting. Or better yet, just like open the floodgates you could have opened up the floodgates for Overwatch 1, made a small team, let a lot of people make maps. Community content keeps the game alive. I'll tell you right now, there is a ray of hope for all you Overwatch 2 fans if you're looking to jump ship and go to the game. People say if you want a competitive game, go like Valorant and stuff. I'm not gonna recommend that. No, what you want, if you wanted a PvE experience, you don't want to play Valorant. If that's what you really were looking for, like me, get this. The dead game. I know this isn't my words. This is other people's words. Halo Infinite is coming out with Firefight sometime in the near future. Give it a few months. I think it's launching with the next season. I think that happens within a month. I think. I haven't like fact checked myself. Halo Infinite has gotten so much better, and Overwatch needs to learn from 343. Because you want to know what 343 suffered with, and Halo Infinite as a whole suffered with? Shit team leads with no clear direction. Now 343 has fired, or rather relocated, I don't know. They're definitely not fired. I know Bonnie Ross got relocated somewhere else in Microsoft, and I think the others did too, or moved on to other studios. But yeah, they respectfully moved away, and they brought in the maker of the guy who saved the MCC. I think it's not Gareth Cook. That's a person that does music for them. Who is his name? I can't remember the name of the developers. I'm sorry, developers. You deserve all the credit you deserve. They brought the guy that saved the MCC, and now he's working on Halo along with like 2 other people. And the MCC, Halo Infinite is getting the same treatment MCC did, where but it's a lot more faster. The MCC kind of sat there burning for like a few years before things got fixed, and it's now the greatest Halo game of all time. For the most part, people generally think it is, because you get all your Halo games in one place. What could be better about that? So it's getting the same treatment except more faster. We're getting infection probably next season too. We're getting all this stuff. We have community content. It's a little hard to get in matches, and the custom game browser could use some updates and stuff. But I'm sure they'll do some stuff with that down the line. A lot of people have said like 343 shouldn't be going for the oh we'll fix it later approach, and I agree. But also like at least they have the love and dedication to not just kill things like Overwatch 2 has just been just you know what, where it's too hard. Then I know we promised the fans this. It's too hard. Let's just not do it. No, that's a quitter's attitude, and I don't want to play a game developed by greedy, quitting. They're down to the developers, but like the higher ups. And I wouldn't even say that they quit it. They just got greedy, and we're just like, we want money now. Launch the game, Battle Pass. I mean, I wasn't like paying attention when Jeff Kaplan left, but chances are Jeff Kaplan left because of this whole thing. There is something to say about being like a head on a development team if higher ups above you are trying to force your hand to release something, and being that studio lead or something like that. I can't remember what exactly was his job, if he was like a community leader or something like that. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, he dipped out at a perfect time, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want to stand by, he was the guy that announced this shit. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I wish this had been a thing. I can empathize with all the Overwatch fans out there. I'm just glad I never spent a dime on this game, or the last one really. Someone else, my brother bought the game, so I've never given Blizzard a dime of my money when it comes to Overwatch. So that's all I have to say. They don't deserve your money. They don't deserve my money. I mean, maybe you think they deserve your money, but why? Why would you think that? I also want to know. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. And thank you so much for giving me your time. And I will see you probably not on stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream Apex today. I've only got like 4 hours of sleep, and there's construction outside my house, so it makes it very hard to sleep. Past like 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. my bad. You'll have a good day. Get some rest, and always try to be the best possible version of you, whatever that may be.